But actually, you're playing with power, superpower. So tender and juicy.
Can you imagine the bathroom in a Chinese army camp?
It's just a hole in the ground. It's just a hole.
No, I'm almost positive China isn't one of those countries, right? At least in a lot
think
of
on
places.
the lower end of things that all civilizations are like that, right? Like, I mean, we had holes in the ground not that long ago. They were called outhouses.
We did, but we not anymore. Like, but both my grandparents grew up without running water and without houses. But that was in the long ago. Now, like, even if I met someone who didn't have a toilet or running water, like I'd probably offer to let them live with me. That's really not homeless. And they have to be hot and attractive and female, obviously.
Obviously. As a matter of fact,
obviously.
Forget the no running water requirement.
Out there. yes, it's no men. But yeah, that I feel like you could talk to the poorest person in Appalachia, and if you said, oh, can I, you probably don't have a bathroom. Where's your outhouse? Be like, what are you supposed to mean by that? You don't think we have bathrooms here? Like, it'd be the most insulting thing ever. Like, then he'd have to be like, well, you were right, but I don't appreciate this song.
This ain't rocket science. It's PVC, motherfucker.
So that one's in the attacks.
The sirens are going in this area.
For a while, it'll be just like today, the way that we use drones to kill people who are out there just walking around with AK-47s. We're going to be using robots to kill those people eventually. Those people will have to fight robots. They will be out there, whoever our enemies are in 20 years. They're going to be in their jungle, in their desert, in their house, whatever it is, and they're going to be like, the robots came. The American robots came. They show no mercy. They show no mercy. They ripped Abdul in half. No, in half. Like it's going to be terrifying. Like that shit's coming.
They're going to have to reevaluate to be like, frankly, this global caliphate, if it hadn't happened by now, it's not going to happen, guys. There are far too many robots. We don't have a single robot. We just have a lot of impressionable children, but it's not going to get it done.
They're weaponizing Roombas trying to keep up.
With just a knife on the front.
Ahmed, your cave is incredibly clean, but this is not useful for us.
That's good.
One gets used to the tactics.
I've mellowed a lot. There's been times where someone cut me off, and I was like, "All right, I'll fucking pass you on the goddamn shoulder. I don't give a." Oh, you're gonna press the gas so I can't pass you on the shoulder? I bet my car's faster. And all of a sudden, I'm doing 100 miles an hour on the shoulder, and it's just because I'm on the rumble strips. Yeah, let's go. I don't care. I'll drive it through the dirt if I have to. I'll get in the median. I look back on stuff like that. I'm like, you were so dumb. You could have died.
I'm the worst. I swear, don't judge me too hard. This isn't me anymore. But here's what I've done. I got cut off in a way that I thought was just awful by a woman, and then I tailgate, and I'm like, I bet this is scaring her. I bet she's scared right now. That's it. I'm not going to do anything, but I bet she's fucking scared that there's an angry guy tailgating her right now.
Maybe I'll follow her for a few months.
We're going the same way for a while, right? So I'm causing fear. I think, for all I know, she doesn't care. She just thinks I'm a bad driver. But I'm
a literal terrorist.
I bet she's scared for her safety right now. And you know what? That's your punishment. She is a bad driver.
You're grimacing. She can see back at how angry you were.
Probably. Yeah. I know. Look, total asshole move. I get it. This is old me, but I've done that.
That is hysterical.
You're reaching toward your waistband a lot.
Right.
I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah, I'm a bad person.
It's crazy the double standard you have. If I'm in a new city, trying to get somewhere, and I have to go across 3 lanes of traffic, I'm new. I don't know. I'm lost. Give me a bunch of assholes. And then someone else will do that in my neck of the woods, and I'm like, God, learn where you are, moron.
Yeah.
Now everybody's growing a moral compass all of a sudden.
Yeah, what the f***? You're a rape squad killer, bitch. Don't you forget where you came from.
Oh, I just don't like disseminating.
Suffers.
So I made this move where I sort of deposited the bike on the road and jumped off the cliff.
What?
I fell about. I said 6 feet. My buddy said 8 feet. Take that for what it's worth. Onto a pile of rocks like this. You know, like human head, bigger than.
Good landing.
Yeah. So, and I get down there and I'm doing this like systems check, like how fucked up am I? And I've got a finger that's like all out of place and isn't bending right. And I'm like, what is happening here? Oh, there's just a tree branch in between my fingers. All right, that much is cool. And then I try to get up and my body's not working correctly. I'm like, whoa, like spine damage? Like, what is this? My carabiner, I have a carabiner that holds this like in reach rescue. 1 second.
This is a
Hurry up.
This is a 48-year-old man with a family.
Why is he choosing to do this?
We don't know. We don't know.
Ask him.
So this little thing is a Camelback. This had hooked a tree branch, this little carabiner, and I couldn't stand up. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like spine damage or something.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I can't
feel my legs. I can't feel my legs.
And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. It's just something hooked to a tree.
Why are you putting yourself in such danger?
Good adventures come with adversity. So
you're like off-roading near a cliff and like jumping off bikes.
It's a lot of adversity.
Yeah.
How would I rob a bank? And it's just an interesting thing to think about. I imagine like robbing a bank and all the steps it would take.
How would you rob a bank?
Oh, I mean, it would never go well.
You go first.
All the plans that you take are like you immediately come up against like the amount of technology they have now in banks. Like it's not like 1930.
Lemon juice on your face makes you invisible.
Oh, yeah, lemon juice. Oh, my eyes!
Do you know what actually makes you invisible? You can make those LED light glasses that completely spoof fucking security cameras. Have you seen those in action?
I think I
That's
have.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
You could, like I saw a guy make them for like $12, and he shows what you look like on security cameras, and your face glows bright white. That completely nullifies security.
But it's just
cameras.
a normal looking pair of glasses as you're walking around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think is it
fine.
IR light or LED?
I don't remember exactly what it was. I saw a Reddit post. I clicked it. I watched him make them, and then I saw what it looked like when he was on camera. But here's how I would rob a bank. Obviously, we want to wear a mask, right? But
Yeah,
the problem the problem is you walk into a bank wearing a mask. Someone's gonna call the fucking police because they just saw someone walk into the bank wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Except for one day of the year, which is Halloween. You see a guy walk into the bank with a bag and a mask on any day except for October 31st. You get scared.
No, that's nobody's walking into the bank with a mask and a bag on the 31st. That's outrageous.
We did it all the time as kids. We went to the bank to trick or treat. First of all, the bag, pumpkin bag. First of all, the mask.
Community where you go into the bank to trick or treat.
We went everywhere. Every local business participates in trick or treating. It's a small town. No, you don't just wear like a fucking like hockey mask or like a ski mask. You put a costume on when you go into the bank to rob it. And you bring your like people with you who are also robbing it, and you all walk in with those pumpkin.
Hamburglar?
Whatever you're gonna dress.
You dress like Grimace.
Walk in as Batman. It doesn't matter, you know.
Kyle, we're in a pandemic. Why don't you just wear a mask for COVID and wear sunglasses?
See, this is normal time robberies.
That's helpful these days. Yeah, right. Like that's a new thing though.
Honestly, there should be like a spree of bank robberies with the mask going on.
Dude, I can see myself going to the bank and like bump.
Oh no, he bumped his mic and he turned off.
Come on, guys. You've never done anything where when you look back at it, you're like, I could have gotten my ass kicked and I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, yeah. When I was in college, I was wasted outside of a bar once, and a friend of mine, it was wintertime, and so nobody was taking cover for this bar outside. And I was so drunk, a buddy of mine convinced me, he's like, hey, nobody's standing out there. I bet you could go out there and pretend to be a bouncer and collect cover out in front of this bar. And I was like, yeah, I bet I could. And they're like, no, really, go try it. I'm like, oh, I'll do it. So I went out there, and for like a few people, I was like, whoa, ID. All right, $5. And then they gave me $5. And then, no. ID. like pretend, you know.
This has a
all right,
holographic
and then-
key. This is bullshit. It's $10.
And after a little bit of time and a little bit of money, I was
Please send your contributions now to
fight disease, malnutrition, starvation.
If you would care to confide in me, I should be most honored.
Will still be turned.